Hi friends, my name is Sri Datta. Today I am going to explain you about circulatory system. Circulatory system consists of mainly three parts: blood, blood vessels and heart. Blood. Blood is a fluid connective tissue. Blood consists of hemoglobin, the red color pigment. And hemoglobin when it combines with oxygen, it would become oxyhemoglobin. When hemoglobin will combine with carbon dioxide, it would become carbon dioxyhemoglobin. Blood consists of mainly two parts: plasma and conceptors. Plasma is the proteins made up of proteins. Now we come about blood vessels. There are two types of blood vessels in human body: arteries and veins. Arteries are in red color and veins are in greenish blue. Arteries are distributing nerves and veins are collecting nerves. Means distributing nerves meaning is distributing purified blood means oxygen rich blood to the heart to the different parts of body. And veins collecting nerves. It collects impure blood means oxygen rich blood from different parts of body to our heart for purification, and heart will send for lungs for to take out the carbon dioxide rich blood and keep the oxygen rich blood. Now we would talk about heart. Heart is consist of the cardiac muscles. Human heart is four-walled. All mammals have four walls. Okay, we will talk about arteries always combine distributing only, veins always are collecting only. But there is a certain artery which carry impure blood. That artery is pulmonary artery. The artery which carry from heart to lungs, it carry impure blood. Okay, we'll talk about the upper chambers of the heart are atrium, atrium we can say, and the lower chamber is ventricles. The upper chamber and lower chamber is divided by a wall is the auricle ventricle septum. The both of the arteries, left atrium, right atrium, is divided by a wall that is auricle interauricle septum, and the veins are divided by interventricle septum. Okay, now we will talk about the interesting facts that the you know about blood pressure. The force of blood which exceeds the blood vessels are called blood pressure. Blood pressure contraction and relaxation process is done in blood pressure. Contraction is the systole and the relaxation is diastole. Systolic pressure and diastolic pressure. The flow of blood in arteries is more. The veins have thicker walls. Systole BP if exists 120 is more than 120 is systole and less than 180 is diastole. If the human beings normally normal blood pressure is 120 by 80 is a normal blood pressure in human beings. If 120 by 80 is there, the person is very healthy. If it exceeds 120, it is also called hypertension and it causes internal rupture and bleeding. And the device that measures the blood pressure is hypogumanometer. And now we will come about the double circulation. Do you heard this sound anytime? Double circulation means the two process systole and diastole is involved in only one heartbeat. Means the beat of heart involves the systole and diastole processes. Systole is contraction, diastole is relaxation. The blood from arteries from first of all we should have to know that veins, the collecting blood would come from different parts of body to heart by the vena cava. The biggest artery is aorta and the biggest veins is vena cava. Veins carry impure blood from different parts of body to the vena cava. Vena cava has valves in it. Valves is the responsible for The blood should not flow backwards, that is responsible for valves. It would come to vena cava. After coming to vena cava, just stop their veins. You keep in mind veins. Now we'll come about arteries. The pure blood from lungs come to the heart, aorta, come to the heart, and uh, both are the veins and artery. Heart veins come vena cava, and arteries come aorta. They came there, and after a certain heartbeat, the blood would be come into the atrium first. Atrium after a heartbeat again, the blood would come to the veins. The veins again, if the blood comes to the veins, the veins have veins and arteries both ventricles have two parts. In the right side we have sorry in the left side we have dicuspid, and right side we have tricuspid. That will close because backflow of blood should not be happen. So after again the blood will come to the blood will come to the in veins. The blood will go to lungs, and from this left part of the heart would come to the again from arteries from different parts of body. This is a double circulation system. Now we will talk about lungs. Lungs consist of alveoles, bronchus, bronchioles. Lungs have the intensive circulation of blood vessels, and they are responsible for the exchange of gases, oxygen and carbon dioxide. Within the lungs, if we raise, if we take in, breathe in, our chest cavity would raise up. This is because of the lungs would expand and the abnormal cavity would come down. When we relax, our chest portion will come at normal base. Because of our lungs will relax and it would come to normal position. This would continually happen because the blood, you know that blood should be purified, because blood contains toxic compounds. Where when the purified blood, the blood carries oxygen actually to different parts of body for need of energy. Oxygen is the main cause of the preparation of energy in our cells, ATP. Because oxygen is carried from various organs, the uh, toxic substances are released in blood. So blood should be purified now and then. And we have in copper cells, we have three types of copper cells: RBC, WBC, and platelets. RBC, red blood copper cells. RBC contains hemoglobin. It is responsible for the carrying of oxygen. WBC contains white color WBC, white blood copper cells. It is a defense mechanism of our body. And platelets. It is it is the covering of our body, means platelets are responsible for, if you get any hurt, example, if you get any hurt, after 5 minutes or 10 minutes the blood will stop because the platelets come and covers the bleeding portion, so that blood would stop. Thank you for listening my circulatory system speech.